Itagan missing chitab kolenjin ketong kebeberta nebo oeng nebo tetutiet nebo Ikweny Emet neitong'eten ketesiet nebo Kass TV ako yekeren nguni kemiten en studio ak tondenyon nemakitestai anan ko makitestai ketou ng'alalet amache ko konaisiechge kole inendet ko ng'o, bunu ano, boisiet ne ko ne.
Kongoi arap kor. Ane kurenon Stephen Ruto. Ane Stephen Ruto abunu komostab Baringo County.
Okay.
Ayae kasit nekikuren Skyline Sacco. Sacco ini kobo chitugul.
Okay.
Kianzoni en Baringo lakini ngeng'oloni sahi ko kikwo counties chechang chebo emetab Kenya.
Okay.
Number oeng, kasit noyoe en Skyline kwa in charge of business development and marketing. Ane noker ale kakicheng mung'are ak keibu konyo Skyline.
Okay.
Nebo somok ko ameche atach biikab kolenjin en betutab raini en tetutioni bara sikesikyin kenetkei kele ne suppose ne nemakat keyai en emenyon nebo Kenya anan en yokimeche keyai mung'arenyo. So ameche atach tugul akole kwa niaba nebo Skyline ak Kass TV karibuni sana.
Asante. Kongoi missing Stephen. Betutab rani amache ng'alalen ng'alek chebo ribetab rabinik, amun kamanutiet nebo kerib rabinik ko kecheng mogornotet. Ye kenyoru mogornotet imuche isob sobet nekararan en betusiek chemiten tai. Ko noton nekemach kinamen yoto korok kele ngemwa kele ribetab rabinik, financial or money management, ko ne haswa netebeche kole kong'ololen Arap Ruto ng'alek chebo financial management.
Correct.
What is it? Just briefly.
Kongoi korir. Mi ng'alek chechang cheking'ololen about money management. Ako tuguk chechang kotoreti wana biashara. Anan ko chi tugul yeimi gaa kotoretin ng'olionde nekikuren money management. Kiriptoi ano chepkondok chekitinye. Kingen kele chepkondok arap korir komayame chi. Mami chi ot agenge nekikoyam chepkonda. Kimi boisiek chekitou emoni ako kitindoi chepkondok okoi kikesir kainet en chepkondet anan en rabinik lakini mayam chepkondok choton. Mi alak chemakitinye kichenye kidogo kelechini mayame chi chepkonda. So oret nekararan en chi age tugul ko ipangan chepkondokuk. Ipangan ile chu tutikin chu atinye alyonchi sikosikyi amuch ait yu ak yun. Alyoini tuguk chotinye expense chotinye chechang ochei sikomuch amuch tugul alipan tugul. So ribetab chepkondok en neo komeche keyai kit agenge nekikuren budget.
Okay.
Budget arap korir ko kepangan chepkondok chekitinye. Kepangan kele ane arap Ruto raini atinye siling 10. Ne nemami korenyu. Ait ale en chu 10 amache ayae ni ak ni. Kiyoe the income and expenditure is what is called a budget. Rabinik cheitinye anan ko chenyoru anan ko chechutu ak rabinik chemondoitoi meche alipan ni ak ni ko budget kiyoto.
Okay.
Ako kiyoe netoretech keker kele kakirib chepkondok chekitinye. Kit nemalasima iyai sahi ile ngotabino kidogo.
Okay.
Kwa mfano arap kor raini itinye siling 100. Itinye lagok en gaa. Kakelenjin mache makatiat. Mito sabuni mami gaa. Mito sikaruk. Mito chego. Mito meche ialchi kot robwonik. Mongingen robwonik ko nurung'wa.
Robwonik.
Ko yeitoben ile tuguchu tugul meche kaal ko siling 100.
Okay.
Lakini rabinik chotinye ko siling ata? 100. Iyoe ne? Then itoben ile ingiron notounin.
Okay.
Korub ingiro. Korub ne? Ako imete alak. Moi koit ile amu kaal makatiat ngobet rabonik. Yeah? Anan amu uni kale makatiat kanyal rabonik kidogo. Kiyo isinye ko budget. So you sit down and budget what you have. At the end of the day, komoy ko kainyoru ki age tugul kidogo. Ap korok ko kakoit ki age tugul ka. Na ile small resources cheketinye. So that is actually a budget. Pangan ile amache atinyoru siling ata. And then amache alipan siling ata over a time. Amu budget kotindoi a period.
Okay.
A period of time.
Kotienge le chutundo rabinik.
Kekerinye ile mshahara chachuke anyoru siling 20,000. Atinye tuguk chuk aeng. Anyoru chego, anyoru rabinikab chego siling chekile. Atinye kabungunyu much alda sukuma, much alda cabbage, much alda nyanyek. Atinye ne itile ne choto tugul bwoni. At the end of the month inyoru siling ata tugul. Unoto? Then bas ngebwa komase. Ne nemakat alipan. Ile oya alipan chito nebituan nyanyek ak ngwechu ak chito nesemberi.
Neyoki tuchukan.
Yeah. Mi tuchuechu anyoru chego ngone jokwon. Mine ako at the end of the day kerile aboisien chechang, ngotiker ile boisien chechang kosir chebwoni, I reduce tuguk alak. Ile mbarani noto sire chito nyokosember.
Nasemberchige.
That is the budget. It is actually to balance the income that you are getting versus the expense in a certain period of time.
Now, kaimwa akobo budget.
Yes.
Ako budgeting ko kilelen foundation nebo ribetab rabinik.
Correct.
Yeme budget komeno ile bendi rabinik, ingen kitu ile mara ingen ile chutu cheten kole. Lakini ile bendi ta komengen.
Mengen.
Goite tarikit 15 20 ko kaiswan.
Yes.
Maitinye ki. Akiteben ile kobano.
Kokibe nona na.
Now, amun budgeting ini ko foundation nebo money management.
Yes.
Mi ortinwek che kotem ngweny kipsomaninik ak ng'amotik ak kole nde boisie rabinikuk ipangan kouni chelewe strategies. Mi che komwa kole nyolu imeken sure ile en rabinik tugul chenyoru ko 50% koba ile kile, 20% koba ile kile, 5% koba ile kile, ko choto ko strategies.
Yes.
Mono ale in your experience ko which is the most practical strategy nemuch ko chito nekere tetutioni rani komuch kole aboisien non kamwa arap Ruto.
Okay. Yeing'alanen budget, the meaning siyoe budget ine tugul kokoyamgei what you get versus kenye inatoka. But now mi kit age ne silent ochei nemato kibwoti sana something called saving.
Okay.
In your program komeche tarangiyoe budget. Number 1 expense ne suppose iyai kotomo iyai age tugul ko saving.
Tomoti ial amitwogik, tom ilipan kot, tom ilian.
Yes.
Saving.
Itaunen saving. And chukemwa ile the learned people. Ko most of them they normally talk of 30 70. 30%. Iboisien 70%. Alagolen the best is to save 20%. You use the rest. I'm also in that of 20%. Iger ile tainyoru siling 100 konor 20. Meto acho kapsa. Then use the 80. Ko at the end of the day, every month, if you are saving 20 shillings per month, every month kumito the 20 shillings. Why? This 20 shillings is actually to caution you. Toretin chepkondane in some emergencies. Mi tugala kemangu arap ko ruchumengen ile kobunwana. Ngigaski la kamnyanchi. Yeah. Kamyan lakwe kalyain. When you don't have anything that you have saved, so we need to learn to save before we spending.
Okay.
So spending comes after
saving.
The savings.
Okay.
Ni mzuri sana kufanya savings. Ni mzuri sana. And that is why in most SACCOs in Kenya. Ko number one thing, kotomo ingalani la mese tuni ko na loan amese tuni lionjo.
Kekere savings.
Ketabeni savings.
Ki konor siling ata?
Yo yata account, yote yero kole nyitara saving. Answer niyo kotomo yegi ake saving.
How much?
I saving yata.
Kila arawa.
Kila arawa. Weka standing order hapa.
Yes.
Kwangile kalyain to mule nyo jichot deposit some money saving, because we want to build the saving culture in Kenya, and especially in SACCOs. It's hard to go to a mainstream financial institution in saving.
Very hard.
But SACCOs, because you own and these SACCOs hold your future, then you start by savings.
Okay.
There are so many reasons why you should do a budget. One, engine for emergencies. We need to save
for emergencies.
Do your budget so that you can get a way of saving for emergencies. Two, you do a budget so that you know to suppose you allocating some funds. At they allocated ni later when you get some surplus. We were going along in a budget na bakwako. Machito beni taya budget. Inoile which one should I give priorities? Grown no ya goroka before the other one. In even business, in your business, yakaya budget inoile this is what I don't need fast. Kitna go on the tons very fast is this. You budget for and allocate resources for that. Amuwegu araka kunin faida negararan. But kit na nyoni pole then you give it last. Yes. So that is why you need to do a budget. One, in emergency. Two is for you to allocate some resources in a proper way. Kitake, why you should do a budget is for you to make the right decision. You make a decision about your business, your organization, your company. So without a budget, you went blindly.
Okay.
But if you do a budget, you can make a decision. You a budget go expected. So ngot ko may budget. Kumaina ile ne na waya entayun.
Me na otilema silingata.
Maina ile what will I save at the end of the day?
Yeah.
What will I get at the end of the year? How is my company growing? How will my company be successful? What will be the profit of my company at the end of this period?
Yes.
Without a budget. Also, a budget nani can give you access to maybe now the credit facilities.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Can you try it? But when you have a budget, a good budget, you know, you can do it. You can get financial.
Even budget not agi
yes,
to amai tore tora
yes.
bini.
Even I ne sakor budget. Ibu skyline budget agin this is my budget.
So basically, budget ak proposal or something they go hand in hand.
By the way, proposal is a budget.
Yes.
Karya ongi set kengara sajatiana.
Ko budget at the end of the day.
There is no figures.
Stories, Johnny.
Those are stories.
Yeah.
Mommy again, we need figures. What is your income?
Imache silingata.
Yes.
Imache ilionji. Asi inyoru silingata.
Correct.
Okay.
So got rabini inyoru 20,000. So amacha at loan 10,000. So you are okay now to do your business. Like what people like oh macha awal nino. But at the end of the day, there is no balance budget.
Menyoru.
Yes. So that is another thing why we should do a budget. So basically, budget cooking the guidance for us to move. You are blind unless you get something that projects ukombele. Then we can move in a good direction. Kitake, there are so many budgets in the system. As a family person, as a business person, or any other person, there are so many budgets that you need to prepare. Before now, you prepare something called a master budget at the end of the day. Machi ya yile engorenywane. Atinye mbare kai. What is the budget of that farm? Yeah? Atinye ngokaik. What is the budget? Atinye kabungu. What is the budget? Then at the end of the day, komi kele master budget, which is now
iyumi tuguchu tugul, budgetisiek tugul chubo kot chubo imbar.
So now you can make a decision ile, what I'm doing here, I'm making some profits. Agitoni ile tuga ko westernon inakula nyasi mingi, inafanya nini? You can now make a decision.
Ile amacha apos tuchu.
Yes. Amacha apos anane I will allocate pesa kidogo. So mi kile kile operational budget. So operation means tuguk che megeni koranen the business.
Yes.
Like now the fixed cost. Ngot kiyae biashara nebo dogengung komi fixed cost. That means tugun cheu rent. Rent ngialda tuguk chechang anan ngialda tuguk chengering
ko lazima ilipan.
Fixed rent
amount.
10,000
ko kila ko 10,000.
Awon mayat betusiek 10.
Ko ilipani kora 10,000.
Ilipani kunoto. So there are things which are very fixed. Mshahara chebo wafanyikazi kora
Ko fixed.
Ko fixed. Kotegetinye chingung agenge akilipani 10,000 maibu stocks.
So maalda ki chichi.
Lakini those are fixed costs. Yeah. Komache yai budget noe. Fixed cost versus now the variable cost. Mita variable cost kama umenunua vitu, mita transportation cost.
Yes.
Ngotokeibu konyil agenge, ageibu konyil taman, it varies. So those are variable costs. So you prepare that budget. There's also a budget nebo financial budget. Chepkondani atinye hii. Not even chepkondani. Finance, ne assets cheitinye, ko ne ak ne. Liabilities cheitinye, ko ne ak ne. The equity, all those. Mito kay nagiguren apart from financial, mito nagiguren the cost of finance, cost of that finance.
Oh yes.
When you're chepkondani, and what is the cost of that finance? So when you do all this budget, then you come and summarize na kitu inaitwa the master budget. Then that one will give you a whole
indication and
decision for the whole you are.
If you are making progress,
if you are making progress or not. So it will give you the financial growth in your company and success of your company. How is it? How is the profitability of your company? And you will not get all those things without a budget.
Okay.
So not necessarily at the end of everything.
Yes.
You need to make a budget for you to know now suppose I in you where should I allocate resources and everything else.
Ko kakinetkei akobo kamanutiet nebo budgeting, ole iyoitoi budget nengunget, the different types of budgeting. Ko just beyond budgeting, ko kemwa ile mi saving.
Yes.
Some people konome rabinik konde mattress ngweny. Yeah? Alak konde bank, alak konde sacco neu Skyline. Mi biik che mara kikongomekitu kongen kole ndakonor rabinik en mattress ngweny, kokondoi ko 5,000, after 10 years ko 5,000.
Yes.
So mengen kole ngotanemu rabinichu akaal tugun akaalde, after 10 years kokakotesak anan kokakolya.
Correct.
Beyond just budgeting, ngengalalen akobo basics chebo boisietab rabinik. Yon kaiyum rabinik savings chekuket bakoit a certain amount, would it be advisable koyai chito something like an investment? Is it something ne alternative ko inamdege rabinikuk kityo kounoto versus investing? What is the catch in terms of investment?
Asante. Nafikiri umeguza mahali nigemwa upangalega mattress.
Yes.
Wacha hata mattress. Ongelelea hata mfuko. Chepkonde nemi lolengung ak chepkonde nemito in a saving place or in a bank or in a sacco. Those are two different things. Nemi lole ko ngitebye kuni ngwari ulenjin wale ka yutye no. Yani ngori chepkondo ulenjini. Yani my friend, umesahau niko hapa.
Mechame kwayondoni?
Yeah. Yele nitebi ulenjini ani kayala kote ata nguni mahayala.
Ni to mibri janum simo.
Ani ngumai uro tana mboe chayeni. Yeah. But when your money is in a bank, when your money is safe somewhere, before ushika hata hiyo simu kutoa hiyo pesa.
It has taken some time.
Umefikiria sana. But ikiwa kwa mfuko,
yo ka kwa bachono.
Yes. Karo kwe aga na kara nini uchi. Alian you negotiate finally
with yourself.
Ngoto yame te weru mal, ukuni mo weru ngasas.
Ana yalji big chai.
Yes.
Oli wangere biju amad ni rabini.
When you save your money, ukiweka kwa account, inakuwa more safe, and they normally say it's 7 times safer than what uko nayo kwa mfuko. Mara 7. Ngotkina mrani 1000 again dalole. Agiwe ngite town itile after how long nige boishen 1000 nago ba. Then weka 1000 kwa account. Agimwa wa ile njo itaka
how long?
For how long?
Kumebaishe.
You compare
7 times.
7 times. Yet ni lole iwendi yete ogyal bandianda. Inyata iwendi len. Lakini yemi bank yole bandianda na.
No.
So 7 times safe. What I'm saying, rabike icham kunden rabinik mattress. Ko by that time command knowledge.
No
they didn't
options.
Have any knowledge. Ako bengi ne the available institutions cheki seven in rabinik were the mainstream financial institutions.
Yes.
Whereby you had to account costing around 5,000. Yeah. Do you know there's an account you had 5,000 yard. It costs a lot. Ako you lose 5,000 somebody thinks maratatu. But now there are now good financial institutions cheki kopa. Especially SACCOs. Ching you kufungua account ko free. You went to the banding. Moget nye selumbo online jegu you can deposit. Again, in these institutions, ko ye seven you earn something.
Yes.
And the good thing about the SACCOs, not because I'm in a SACCO, but the good thing about the SACCO, it has so much advantages over the other institutions. It has so much advantages over the banks. Yeah? Number one, advantages to SACCOs, ko kufungua ko free.
Yes.
Momi tukucha uguren transactional fee,
sijui tago
bagarawe, ko kagatel sijui silingal buagenga, kagatel simba lying, kagalian. It's not in the SACCO. Why? Mbona hii vitu haiko kwa SACCOs? Most of these SACCOs are owned by the communities, per members. Yeah. So why should you want to subject me to a lot of expense? By the way, if you open an account today in a SACCO, you are the owner.
Immediately?
Yes, you are the owner of that SACCO. You can make decisions at any time. Because when you open an account and you do your investments, into your savings, into your deposits, into your shares, you can make decisions in that SACCO. But the mainstream financial institutions, you can never make any decision. So that is number one. Number two, in a SACCO, ko encourage saving culture.
Yes.
Ko to maungala no mwa atindon chechang kelenjin have you saved? Yeah? And by the way, for you even to be a member, kelenjin ro ko save. Do you have savings? Do you have deposits? Do you have shares? For you to enjoy what we have in this SACCO. Number two, kai seven vizuri sana, you are a very good client. You can access affordable credit. Affordable. Reason for it being affordable, it is owned by the community and it is not regulated by the central bank. SACCOs are regulated by SASRA.
Yes.
So you at your own AGMs or ADMs, you can agree on the rates of interest for the loans.
Yes. umuche amwone le kongeten 2026 ke chuchuchi
itu members kole how do you see
ko kali
you guide members ile why are we ngot kende 8%
what is the
magnyoru dividends amune expenses kochu
yeah.
So income will be this, budget kai. Income will be this, expenses will be this. So magenyoru
dividends.
So okay. So where can we go?
Middle
percentage, you negotiate with
the members.
The other institutions you don't negotiate.
Kiseteni ko unaona age publishing kityo.
Central bank
kukila.
Ivo. But this one you can actually say it is affordable. Amune you negotiate. Another thing, we encourage savings. So na ilegit miyo sintana mitayo. Mita nyoni. And if you don't have any savings, at the end of the day, umemalisa kulipa loan, kagoit age negle not karibu mage goini chichi loan, then you will not have anything. But when you have saving in a SACCO, this saving will assist you. Maybe motuni le I converted joy kwe rabenu chechiru pole pole, fanyia kazi pole pole. You can access credit of equivalent to your savings. Silibani yeturini le
anja shares.
Ngale mi tugucho ka saving ni ugrogur because of your age. Another thing, financial inclusion. When we want to do anything, we include all the members. That is now during AGM, ADMs, kolasma kogonu maoni the members because they own the business. So we include each and every member.
Kogo opinions.
Opinion what they need us to do. Come and increase employees, they normally approve that. If this to borrow some loans, they approve. So inategemea members wenyewe kusema. Another thing, at the end of every year, tunapeana something called dividends
to all members.
Why are we giving out dividends? The reason is SACCO in Okalenjin, it belongs to the community.
Yes.
So they have invested. And at the end of the day, when we make any profit, when we make anything, we give it back to the owners. Ngutkiet mirane biashara twa Victor. Dugenyo kinde. Yebeke ni kebeke yage la kinyo profit silingata. Kuma la kinyo million moja. So because we are equal partners, namelu ball muta, namelu ball muta, umubeche kaya. Kanyor ne chicha wonya tamunyo quality endoge. Hakuna kitu anapata because huyo ni client, huyo ni customer tu, but to Skyline you are members. So at the end of the period kegerge le kakinyoru siling ata 1 million. So ongepche chinge members, that is all the members in the organization in terms of dividends. Kageleban stime, kageleban pay, kageleban wafanyikazi, what remains kepche chige as members. What also SACCO's does kogoyai education to members and awareness. Okay, background. Chagi jam konta ni mattress it kebendi ground kapagay training. Matato ande mattress it rabena oibungo
wasako.
Matato leyenyu oibungo bwaju. Matato aliain onge 7. Then we do that education. So finally members wanaona so we can save like any other person. Mucha save na rabena kuchita na yai na yai gasi sebetale kudaktari. Mucha save rabena kumwalimu. Mucha save rabena kuchia katol. So we give them that education. We create awareness. Like now Skyline kukionsani wakulima. Dairy farmers, they came up with an idea. We want to have a SACCO so that we can be loaning ourselves. Yemian data, ketnyo lamu jawa som rabenak.
Nyanya data.
Nyanya data. Karon yo ipchego online hotel. Then it comes a time ke sasa to everybody else. Wafanya biashara wakaingia, vikundi ya kina mama, vikundi ya vijana wakaweza kuingia. institutions kama mashule, makanisa, kila mtu akaweza kuingia, wafanyikazi wa county governments, national government and everybody else akaweza kuingia. We have now ventured to diaspora.
In fact kai mwa diaspora ko abwati amun chang biik che ako chang stories che kekas.
Yes.
Akobo biik che mi diaspora che iyogu chito rabinik kila arawa kolenjin netupcho anan ko sigindet anan ko chorwa nenyin amache ialwan mbar, amache itekwon kot, amache ile tungoitu chito after 5 years mami mbaret, mami kot, mami rabinik. Yeah? So that is a very big challenge. Ko amache kengalalen noto mising amun it's a big issue. Okay. I'm sure biik kora chemi diaspora komache konai kole what options do we have. So lakini ko amache kora kenyorun a short break.
Okay.
For 2 minutes kenyorun kabarastayat kobun komasta nebo studio asikeke ngalale ngalek chebo diaspora.
Correct.
Ne options chemiten diaspora, ne products chemuch kocheng chito en diaspora asikomuch konai akichek akomuch kocheng these products ak options chetindoi chebo investment. Chitab kolenjin kimiten oliep studio ak Steven Arap Ruto, inendet ko ng'amotiot nebo boisietab rabinik ako inendet kora koboisien sako noto nebo Skyline kang'eten olin bo ravin konyo ng'ololwech oliep studio nebo Kass TV konoto kitestai ng'ololi ak inendet asi yekiwegen komung'et ketestai ng'alale ng'alek chebo diaspora investment options en biik chemiten olin bo diaspora konotok testai iker Kass TV.